morning. It is February 1st and the start of another monthly vlog. I am out doing errands. I'm going to get some groceries. It is so cold today. So it is currently, I think, like in the 30s. I think there were like snow flurries today. So I can only imagine how bad it is for all of like everyone who lives up north in the south. Because like if we're getting this kind of cold in Florida, that's crazy. But yes, so it's the start of a monthly vlog. I think I'm going to see how it goes, but I'll probably wind up doing this in 2 parts in February because it's kind of a busy month. There's a lot of stuff going on for me. So I think I'll probably do the first 2 weeks and then the second 2 weeks. We'll see what happens. But yes, I'm gonna go do some errands, get some groceries. I think I want to make a melt the ice hat. So I might also stop at my local yarn store and see if they have any red yarn I can purchase for a melt ice hat. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, I am on my way to Publix. So I will keep you guys updated. So I went to my LYS and they had not as much red left. I know I'm late to the game on the melt the ice hat, but I got 2 skeins of the Lang Jewel in color 83.0060, which is red. I got it in red. And so I cast that on today and I am making progress. So I'm very excited. This also works as my first, like my head accessory item that I have on my Make 9, I realized. It's also, I like that my first hat that I'm making is a craftivist hat. So like, it's just something that I'm doing. It's going to make a statement because fuck ice, honestly. So but yeah, no, so I'm working along. I hope I can finish it relatively soon. I'm working on the 6 inches and then in 1x1 rib, and then it goes to the rest of it. So we'll see, but I'm happy. I'm gonna chill out, sit down and work on that for a little bit. Go from there. Hello, it is Wednesday. It has been such a busy week for me. Coworkers from our other home office are in the main corporate location right now, so we have been doing so much stuff. I went out to dinner last night with them, and today was like our team day, and it was all day. And then tomorrow, I think we're gonna do some like associate bonding, so without our boss. And so it has been fun. It's like really awesome to see them. Like we all get along really well. I really like my team. I think they like me as well. So it's been a good time, but I have been so tired. I finished my Melt the Ice hat, like literally, I think I finished it Monday. So that's really exciting. Happy about that. And I'm making a lot of progress on my fiance's sweater, on the first sleeve of that. I think I have one more decrease to do, and then I think I go straight into doing the cuff once the decreases are done. I don't know. I'm going to measure the length and see against one of his old sweaters and see how it is. I have to keep in mind that it is superwash. I just don't know how much it's going to grow as a superwash yarn with the sleeve length. So I think personally though, I'd rather just like rip it back and re-knit the cuff than rip back the cuff and have to knit more. And then, I mean, it's the same amount of knitting at the end of the day I'd be doing in either scenario, I think. I'm either going to knit like too much and then redo the cuff, or I'm going to knit not enough knit more and then redo the cuff, you know? But I'm hoping I don't have to do that. I would like to be able to do the sleeve and then just be like it for once in my life, knit a sleeve and have the sleeve just be good. So we're going to see how that goes. But for now, I'm just kind of chilling. I'm watching Real Housewives of Atlanta still. I'm so tired. And then tomorrow, like I said, I'm doing more stuff with my coworkers. And then Saturday is one of my best friend's weddings. So it's going to be so busy this weekend. So next week, hopefully will be so quiet. And then on Valentine's Day, I'm actually going to my first wedding dress shopping appointment. So that's going to be super fun. I'm so excited for that. But I'm just like, I feel like I'm getting a little bit worn down, a little worn out, run down, you know, all of that. I've been pushing a lot lately with like doing things and going out and all of that. So, and then the weather got crazy cold. And so my body doesn't react really well with like consistent weather fluctuations, which is essentially Florida's winter. Like we'll go from, you know, like 40 degrees in the morning, or like one day where like it's 40 degrees, high of 60. The next day it's like 60 degrees, high of 80. So it's that those constant fluctuations really affect me in not a good way. So I think I'm like kind of feeling that with this most recent cold snap. So I'm going to try to just kind of relax tonight, chill out, not do much, and go to bed kind of early. So we'll see. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been up to. It's just been like crazy. So hopefully I'll actually get some like good footage. But I also need to edit and put up the first half of my January vlog. I've done the majority of the editing for that. I think there's just a couple more clips that I want to add in to the end of the first one, and then I can upload it. It's just like having the energy to do it at the end of the day has been not easy for me right now. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, with that in mind, I'm going to go back to watching Real Housewives of Atlanta and doing some knitting and hanging out with my kitties. And I will check in with you guys at another time. Hello. I'm about to head out to meet my coworkers to get a drink. The ones that came in are heading home tomorrow morning. So we are having one last little associate only drink time. We'll probably get dinner too. I came immediately home from work and changed into my comfy clothes because your girl, it's getting colder again and I'm tired. It's been such a busy week. And then like my friend's getting married on Saturday and she texted me today. She's like, we're getting drinks tomorrow. So tomorrow's Friday. She was like, we're getting drinks tomorrow and at 8, I was like, girl, like I'm feeling so worn down. I think I might be coming down with something. I always get sick around this time of year because of the weather too. So like the constant fluctuation in the temperature, my body just can't handle it. My body cannot handle it. So I was like, I really want to be like in my best form for her wedding on Saturday. So I was like, I might not make it to Friday night drinks. I will try. I will, you know, I'm not going to go. I want to be able to go, but there's a chance that I might not make it. And I let her know that. So we'll see. Luckily, all my coworkers are also like internally grandmothers. So we're going early. It's almost 5. We're going to meet up at like 5 and then probably wind up not being out very late. So then I can just come home, go to bed. James is working late, so I don't think he's going to be able to make it, but it'll be fine. But yeah, I just thought I would update you guys that I'm heading out. I'll try to get some video. We're going to this really cool bourbon bar that's in the back of a liquor store to start, and then we'll go get food somewhere from there. There's food everywhere. So I'll keep you guys updated. Maybe I'll get a little bit of footage of the bourbon bar. We'll see. But for now, I am just going to make it through. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, I'm back. So my mail just got delivered. So what I was saying is it is Monday, February 9th. And I'm exhausted, but before we dive into any little life updates and such, I want to open my package because it's a yarny one. So I ordered the Sorella Eras Club package for January. So that's what I got. It was for debut, and I'm not gonna lie, the color is exactly what I thought it was going to be. So exciting. So here it is. It's Our Song. A nice greeny, bluey color. And it is the Cashmere DK. Oh, Teddy. Teddy just knocked my camera over. What a goofy boy. Yeah, so the Cashmere DK and Our Song, which is literally in the pretty much the color of debut. So, took me a second. My brain was like, what are you doing, little monster? He's such a goofy kitty. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to make another Stockholm slipover out of this one. Yay, exciting. That's a fun color. All right, and then I also got 2 hand creams because I realized I actually really like the Sorella hand creams. Stop eating my yarn. Teddy, you are being quite the little monster right now. So I got the Santal blush, which I actually use the Tom Ford Santal blush perfume. So how fun. I now have it in hand cream. What are you? Whatever. That's a good one. Oh, that is really good. I very much enjoy that one. And then the other one is birch. Ooh, I forgot that there was so much like eucalyptus and like cypress. Let's see what this one smells like. Oh my God, that smells like Christmas. Shut up. I'm so excited to use that one. I love, one of my favorite scents is Christmas trees. I just like the scent of Christmas. Oh my God. That smells so good. I wish I'd gotten like 5 of these. I wonder if I still can order. I don't think they have any. I think it was part of the winter. Damn. Okay, we'll see. Because I love that. And I'm going to be really sad if I can't get that anymore. Okay. So what I was doing is, okay, coming on to do a little update for the vlog. Life has been so busy. So not last Friday, but the previous one. So January 30th, we did the bachelorette weekend, little bachelorette party for my friend who got married Saturday. So that was really fun. And then last week, so the week of February, like 2nd, we had coworkers in town, and it was like nonstop going out to dinner and like having to kind of be on, going out to drinks with friends. Itself was beautiful. It was so much fun. I, was so happy for her. I know she had a great time. And her and her wife are, they're married now. They're going to be going on their honeymoon. But I am feeling the repercussions of all of that social. And then I went into the office again today, and I'm just tired, just very tired. So, my plan for the week is to just lay low. We are going wedding dress shopping for me because I can now officially start really planning and thinking about my wedding without feeling guilty and like I'm not allowing my friend to have her moment. So we're going dress shopping on Saturday, so the 14th. I'm very excited for that. And then we're getting brunch afterwards. And then I scheduled a massage following Monday, the 16th, because I have it off from work and I'm just tired. My rotator cuff is still hurting. But I'm trying to get back on my routine. Went to the gym this morning, went to the office, stayed at the office, just kind of doing things. But I'm really starting to get into okay, it's time for me to plan my day mode. So I'm excited to bring you guys along for that. I started thinking and chatting with Ella, who is my ChatGPT, about my bachelorette trip that I'm thinking is going to be in October in Portland. So it's just like little things like that. I'm excited to really start like stepping into them and planning them and telling people about it and all of that kind of, and documenting it for the YouTubes. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's been a lot of fun. I need to finish editing my January, my January vlog part 1. I'm so close to finishing that first part. I just have to sit down and do it. And then I have the January vlog part 2. And then I also need to edit the video for my friend. We, went around asking people, what do you love about Kylie and Jess? And just little things like that. Like, do you have a note of excitement, encouragement for them, for their future? And then it was funny because then we turned into interviews. So we interviewed a few of it was at a farm. The wedding was at a farm. So we interviewed a few of the animals that were there. And then there was a mechanical bull. We interviewed the mechanical bull. It turned silly. And I think that's the good stuff. But there's also a lot of the sentimental moments in there. But I have to compile all of that and put it together and, all of that fun stuff. But I need to get my vlogs for January done first, and then I'll work on that. But for right now, I think what I'm going to do is chill. Watch a little bit of Real Housewives and work on James's Anna Cortez pullover, which is actually coming along quite swimmingly, if I do say so myself. I have finished this sleeve and I'm probably about halfway through the second sleeve, and then I'll go back to the body. I know that this is superwash merino and it's also ribbing, so I'm really banking on this blocking out because right now this looks like it would fit me very tightly. Does not look like it'll fit him. It looks like this is going to be such a short sleeve on him, but I know it's superwash wool. So I just got to go with that I can block it out to a good length. And then, yeah, that'll be that. So that's what I'm going to do now. Hopefully I'll keep you guys updated. I'll be a little bit more present the rest of the month. Kind of depending, all of the big social obligations are done for the month. It was all very much like that first week of February was just jam-packed. So, though we might actually go to the Renaissance Fair at the end of the month. And I did sign up for a yarn dyeing workshop with Swan City at my local, my LYS. So, but those shouldn't be that intense. Anyways, okay, that's it from me for now. Like I said, I'm gonna go watch some Real Housewives and chill out. But I hope everyone has had a lovely bit of time, even though you will be seeing this long after I'm filming this. So, bye. Good morning. Hello. It is February 11th, and I am going to the gym. I started tossing and turning at like 3:30 this morning. And so at like 4:30, I just got out of bed. And I looked at the workout this morning, and it's like bench press and what's that thing? Barbell hip thrusts. So, Lydia, one of my cats here, say hello. Say good morning, Lydia. Say good morning. Whatever. So, oh shoot, I don't wanna. Whatever. So, anyways, I looked at the workout this morning and I was like, okay, I can do that. I've been really bad about consistently going to the gym lately because it's just been so busy and there's just been so much going on and I've been tired. So I was like, okay, get up, go. I might regret this, but at least I'm doing it. So I'm going to go to the gym. We'll see how I feel afterwards. I've been feeling really off. So I've been kind of working from home. I went into the office on Monday and I worked from home yesterday. So we'll see how I feel when I get back from the gym and whether or not I go to the office. So I'm going to head out probably in about 10 minutes. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mostly just know that I need to go. Like, I feel better when I'm consistently going to the gym and I don't want to fall out of the habit. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more another day about my history of working out and body image and all of that kind of stuff. I do want to kind of talk about it, but we'll see. And also I want to feel good on Saturday when I go wedding dress shopping. It's my first wedding dress shopping appointment on Saturday. So I want to feel good, and I usually feel better when I've consistently worked out the week before. So we'll see how it goes, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, so I'm knitting my fiance's sweater, what I'm calling my redemption sweater. And I'm on Body Island a little bit right now. I think I'm going to measure it against a sweater that he has that I know he likes, that's also a raglan fit, and see how much longer I have to go on the body. Now, this is a sweater that I just need to finish before probably the 20th of March. So I have over a month to finish this sweater. So I'm thinking if I have a lot left to do, I might pivot to a new cast on because I'm feeling a little squirrely about this project. I'm like, okay, I'm on Body Island. I'm like, I don't want to work on it right now. So I'm gonna put my little stoppers on my needles and we're gonna see how it's looking. Okay, folks, I got quite a bit to go. And remember, this is superwash. This is the Malabrigo Rios yarn, so it looks like it's short. I'm really hoping it's going to grow quite a bit with blocking, and I feel like it's going to because it's ribbing and it's superwash, and the swatch definitely looked like it grew. Now, there's quite a bit to go on this. This is a lot. I feel like. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna leave this on hold for a minute and potentially start a different knit. I just I want to finish it. I really do, but I'm just getting to that point where it's repetitive. What am I thinking? It's repetitive. It's not stockinette. It's not easy, breezy, beautiful stockinette stitch. It is textured stitches. So, and it's not hard. I don't have to count decreases. I just have to know if I'm on a knit row or a rib row because it's broken rib, which is not too difficult to do. It's not something, hold on, I gotta pause this. Kenya and Matt are about to get into a fight. I'm in season 9 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I'm like at the very end of it. And this Kenya Matt thing, it feels, a lot of the relationships this season feel very scripted. Like it feels like all of them, like Portia and her relationship, Kenya and her relationship, it all like feels like they just were like, okay, I need a plot line, so I'm gonna make up this relationship. But anyways, back to my knit. What I was saying is, since it's broken rib, it's like, it feels like it's taking forever to go through. So I think I'm either going to continue with the final Sophie scarf I'm making. I have a couple options. I can do that. I can work on the blanket for my friend that I was supposed to give her for her wedding. I absolutely did not get far enough in it to give it to her for her wedding. Or I can start on the Musselburgh beanie for my fiance and then for his friend. Or I can start something for myself, because I currently don't have anything on the needles for myself. And if I were to do that, I think I would start my, oh gosh, Lydia, look at this girl. 1 second. You put a knit on the ground and she finds it. Lydia, baby girl, what do you have to say for yourself? Ma'am, what do you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say? She does not have anything to say for herself. Okay, anyways, what I was saying is I could start something for myself because I don't have anything on the needles for me right now, which I think that would probably be the Lakes cardigan. I have the pattern, I have the yarn. I just would start it. And I think that's on a higher gauge needles too, so it's gonna feel like it goes by pretty quick. So we'll see. Maybe what I'll do is I'll work on the Sophie scarf for a minute, see how I'm feeling, and if I'm still feeling like kind of squirrely, I'll cast the Lakes cardigan on. Because I just like, I like gift knitting. I'm just like really deep in like gift knitting hell right now, because I have been making this sweater for my fiance, and then I'm making the scarves for the trip, and like that is so rapidly approaching that I'm worried I'm not gonna be able to finish the stuff in time. But I know that like if I just like zeroed in on this Sophie scarf, it would be done like this weekend. So I know it's not gonna take that long. I just hate deadlines. I give myself deadlines all the time and I hate it because I'm always worried I'm not gonna make it. So I get all anxious and work on my stuff that I have a deadline for. So that's why I don't have anything for myself right now, but I really want to. I want to have something for me to be working on, because unfortunately, while I do like to gift knit, I am very much a selfish knitter. I like to knit for me. I get more motivated to knit for myself unless I have a deadline, because I want to wear things. So we'll see what happens, but that's where I'm at right now. I know I have quite a bit of the body left to go for the sweater. Granted, this isn't blocked, so maybe what I'll do is I'll get to where it is. Hi, Liz. This girl. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll maybe knit to where it hits like here on this sweater, and then do a block, and then see if I need to knit this much more before I do the ribbing. And I also need to see how much the ribbing is. You're a beautiful girl. Do you want to speak? Get me those crackies. Say something. Say something. Okay. Anyways, that is, I think, the plan. So, keep you guys updated. In case you were wondering, when she's not sitting on knit items, she's sitting like this. What a girl. A queen. A superstar. Hello. So I can actually just clip this to my seatbelt. Nice. So I have therapy and I am a little bit early, so I thought I would stop and chit chat for a hot minute. So yesterday I filmed talking about my fiance's sweater and how I was just like, still had a bit to go, so I pivoted to one of the scarves, and I made an exceptional amount of progress on the scarf that I was working on, which is the final one I have to make for our Chicago trip. So I finished all of the increases and I'm now working straight through, and I have about this much left of the ball. So once I finish this ball, I'll use the third one to go into the decreases. So I'm really making progress and I'm happy about that because I am very sick of making this Sophie scarf. Like, I'm over it. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of it. Okay, sorry. I had to rapidly hide my phone because someone walked by my car with their dog, and I'm still very self-conscious about people knowing that I'm filming things. I think it's something that might take a little bit for me to get used to, but whatever. Anyways, I was saying I'm very, very sick of knitting Sophie scarves. I've burnt myself out on this pattern for sure. This is my 4th scarf of this like length and magnitude and exact patterning that I've knit since January. December, January is when I started doing these. So, and it's mid-February. So yeah, I'm really sick of this pattern and I'm very excited to be done. I'm also excited to finish my fiance's sweater because I need to knit something for myself. I know I'm craving knitting something for myself, but I also am like, I have to finish these gift knits because I'm on a deadline with them. So, you know, it's one of those situations where I'm like, I'll feel guilty if I don't finish them, so I'm focusing in on this. And it's also a little bit like, if I just get it done, then it's done and I don't have to think about them anymore, and I don't have to gift knit another thing for many months, because I think my next gift knits will be for my bachelorette party. So, and that is I plan on having that in October. So I will have quite a few months once I finish these gift knits to just knit things that I want to knit. Like, I want to cast on my Lakes cardigan, and I plan on doing like a red, I think it's the twist loop sweater from Other Loops. Like, I want to cast that. Like, there's so many things that I have that I really want to, that are on my, like, you know, like in my queue that I really want to knit, that are for me, that I'm like holding off casting on because I want to get these gift knits done first. So I will be happy when I'm done. But as I expected, I locked it on this Sophie scarf, and like I said, I'm almost done with it. So I know that I can knock this out. And then the other than my fiance's sweater, the other 2 gift knits are Musselburgh, I think it is, beanies. So I'm anticipating those will probably be quicker knits as well. I feel like there's like, and it's with, I'll be using the Malabrigos Rios for that. So I anticipate that it will not be as much because it'll grow with walking and beanies. Like, it should be small. So we'll see. I would love to be able to have time to do my twist loop light sweater prior to our trip, because I would love to be able to wear that. But I know that is getting ambitious because, oh, another thing, I decided that so I got some alpaca yarn at a yarn festival that happened in the Tampa area in January, and I want to make myself a beanie with that. I think I'm gonna do the grow, I think it's like the grow beanie. It's a cabled beanie, so actually I think I'm gonna try to make that for myself before our trip, because that'll probably, I mean, it's like 75 here. We're already back out of the winter. I don't know if it's gonna become winter anymore, if like earlier this week was the last of our Florida winter, but I will not be able to wear a beanie again after our trip to Chicago. So I would like to knit that for myself prior to our trip, so I have it to wear. So we'll see. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah, I think that's my plan. I'll finish the Musselburgh beanies, I'll finish my fiance sweater, and then I'll knit myself a beanie. And then if that is all, if I'm able to finish all of that sooner, then I will cast on probably the twist loop light sweater, my red sweater. Because, so this weekend is also a long weekend. I'm dress shopping on Saturday. So my Saturday morning, I think my appointment's at 9:30. So my Saturday morning, and then we're getting brunch afterwards, is pretty booked. But then Sunday, no plans. And then Monday, I have off, and my only plan is a massage. And then there's potentially going to be some surprise Valentine's Day plans in there from James, but we don't generally do stuff for Valentine's Day because we started dating in early February. So we would usually just like celebrate our, our anniversary, and then we both like dislike large crowds. We dislike people. We think Valentine's Day is like one of those, like the way that I see it, I'm like, I don't need Valentine's Day for my significant other to love me and buy me gifts and like treat me well. So, or to like go on a date or go to dinner. Like, I think it's one of those kind of pointless holidays. So we might do something like a surprise something for Valentine's Day, but right now there's nothing on the agenda. But even if we did do something, it would be very like quick. We're in and out when we go out to dinner in an hour. So, yep. All right. Well, it's getting close to me having to go in for my therapy appointment. So I'm going to put up the phone and then maybe listen to a few minutes of the podcast that I'm listening to, and get in there and do some therapy and hopefully not cry over stupid shit. So I will talk to you guys later, and go to therapy. If you need it, go. It's great. Hi, hello, good morning. It is the 16th of February, so we're a little over halfway through this month. I had such a lovely weekend. So it's President's Day in the US. I don't care about it as a holiday, but I do care that I get a day off of work. So I'm having a super chill day today. I slept in a little bit. I have a maintenance massage at 11 that I'm really excited about. And then this afternoon, I'm doing another wedding dress shopping appointment at a different location. If you are interested in seeing a little bit more about my wedding dress shopping experience, you can check out, I don't know if it'll be up by the time this vlog is, but I did do a separate video about finding my wedding dress, so that will be a fun one to watch if that's something you're interested in. But that's what I'm doing this afternoon. So it's going to be a really cool, really chill kind of day, which I'm really excited about. I blocked my fiance sweater that I'm making him because I just wasn't sure if the length of, I was like worried about the length of the sleeves. As expected, they did grow out. They are a good length on me, so I think they'll be a good length on him. The bind off somehow, usually I don't do, like my tubular bind offs are a lot stretchier than this, So we'll see how he feels. I might have to go in and redo the bind off. I also fear that it might be a little bit too tight for him, so I might have to go back and like frog back one decrease, like, so you can see the decrease rounds. So this is the last decrease round I did, and then I went obviously tighter on the ribbing needle. So I might frog back to about here. So increase it by 2. We'll see. I'll have him try it on so that he can let me know. The depth of the raglan portion definitely increased with this. I was expecting that, which is kind of why I went smaller on the size, I think. And then I went smaller on the needles as well because he didn't like the fabric that was coming out with the correct needle size. There's some weird noises you're making, Mama. Anyway, sorry, I just got distracted by my cat. He didn't like how thin, like how see-through the fabric was when I did it on the size, the needle size that it called for. But it looks fine, I think. The depth is definitely deeper, but I think this will be good for him. I think he would prefer something that's not tight-fitting to his body than something that is tight-fitting. So I think that that's going to be fine. And then I want him to try it on so I can see. Obviously, I have to put more length on here, but I want to get a more accurate measurement of how much longer I have to make it for him. But I'm making a lot of progress. And while that was drying, I was going to cast on the hats for my fiance and his friend that I'm making them for our trip to Chicago. But I wound up not having the right size DPNs for that, because I do prefer DPNs. That's something I learned in the past couple months, is that I'm a DPN girly. I'm not a magic loop girly. So I had to order them on Amazon, and while obviously I can't, wait and not knit on a cool, chill weekend, since that was wet, and then I was waiting for the DPNs for the other hat. So I cast on my own hat, my own beanie. I'm doing the Grow hat by Fiber Tales. And then I'm using yarn that I got at the Sunkissed Fiber Fest last month from the Alpaca Pines. And this is John. So John the alpaca gave me this yarn. I'd gotten 2 hanks of John. I'm only going to need 1 for the hat. So I'm thinking I might be able to get a nice little set. A hat and some gloves, maybe, or some fingerless mitts, because I don't think I'm a gloved mitt kind of girly. So I'm thinking I might wind up doing that, and then I'll have a nice little set of John. It's really cool because in some lights, John looks black. In other lights, he's this deep chocolatey brown. And I love it. It's super soft. The Grow hat has... I really wanted to do a cabled hat. So I didn't want something that was basic stockinette for myself. I think I'll probably wind up making myself a Musselburgh hat at one point. But I wanted something fun for John. So I found this cable design for the Grow hat. So it's essentially just these I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera since it's such a dark fabric. But it's these leaf repeats, and it winds up looking like little leaves, and then within each of those, the cabled leaves, one winds up is shorter, and then another is a couple, one full amount, and then one mini one longer. So it'll have some visual dimension, all of that kind of stuff. I'm actually making a lot of progress. I think I cast this on yesterday, or it might have been Saturday. evening. I think it was Saturday evening I cast it on because I was waiting until I knit until I had to start a new ball of this one. And then I did a mid-project block. This is so soft. This is the Malabrigo Rio Superwash Merino. It's a very soft sweater. And it's like nice and drapey. I'm actually really happy with this yarn. And I would probably use it again for something for myself. Because it's nice. Anyways, what I was saying. So yeah, I cast this on either Saturday night or yesterday, Sunday. Pretty sure it was Saturday night. Yeah, because we went to brunch yesterday, James and I. We did like a late Valentine's Day brunch because we're not big fans of like large crowds. And obviously actual Valentine's Day is going to be large crowds. And I did my first dress shopping appointment and brunch with my in-law, my mom, my future mother-in-law, and then my two best friends. We did brunch after the dress fitting appointment. And it was so busy downtown. There was like multiple festivals going on top of the fact that it was Valentine's Day. And also this weekend was absolutely beautiful. Like the weather was superb. It was like the kind of Florida weather that if it was like that year round, I would love living in Florida. It wasn't too hot. It was sunny with a breeze. It wasn't too cold. Oh my God, it was beautiful. So, we didn't do anything Saturday for Valentine's Day, James and I. He got me some flowers though, so that was really nice. But it was just too busy, and we're not the type of people who really care too much about, like commercial holidays, which is essentially what Valentine's Day is. But we wanted to like still do like a cute little date type thing. So, which we like to do cute dates anyways. So we did brunch at a restaurant that opened last May, apparently. And it was delicious. Cool, awesome restaurant. If you're ever in St. Pete, Elliot Astor, gorgeous. I'm going to insert some video footage that I got from the place, but the food was really good. The brunch was excellent. And then the atmosphere was just everything. So that's what we did yesterday. And then I just came home and I kind of worked on this, and I'm really liking how it's turning out. I think this would be a really nice one to do another hat, maybe in a different color yarn as well. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And what's kind of annoying is I started on DPNs because I did so it calls for an Italian cast on, which is a new, you know what? I'm going to save talking about this for my podcast episode, which I will be filming probably sometime this week. So I'm going to save that for my next podcast instead of going into detail now, but I'm happy with it. And like I said, I'm going to be going to my massage I need to leave in probably 15 minutes for that. Super excited for that. And then wedding dress shopping more. I also need to do grocery shopping today because we don't have like any groceries in our house. So we've been ordering a lot, which has made me feel like really gross. So I gotta go grocery shopping. We'll see what happens. Anyways, that's my little update for you guys. And hopefully, my hope is to make a decision on my wedding dress today. I'm pretty sure I found the one on Saturday. But it's just one of those things where I'm such a like in my head person that the idea of saying yes in the first appointment and not going anywhere else was like freaking me out. So I just needed to do another one, and I'll probably and it's such an expensive purchase. Granted, the dress that I found is actually like I gave them a budget of a certain amount, and this is a little over half of the budget that I gave them. So that is awesome, and I'm very happy about that. So that is kind of where I'm at, but hopefully I can give you guys some more updates later. And like I said, I'm filming a vlog or like a kind of a video vlog type thing, hybrid video for finding my wedding dress. So if you are interested in that, if that's something that you want to see more of, my inspiration, the ones I didn't go with, I will have some pictures and potential videos of ones that I chose not to purchase. as well as like my thoughts as why I chose not to purchase those ones. Please check that out when it does get posted. And stay tuned for more wedding content, because I am finally in the flow of planning all of the things for our wedding. And I feel like we're not doing a very traditional wedding, so I think it'll be fun. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna go try to finish the round that I'm on before my massage. So talk to you guys later. Hello, it is Wednesday, February, 18th. And I just wanted to do a little knitting update. I finished my grow hat that I was knitting out of the alpaca John, and super excited about that. I'll talk about that more in my podcast, but I finished that, and I still have, let me see, quite a bit of my hank left. I don't know specific weights of this, but I definitely have enough to do a pair of gloves or mitts or something like that. So the designer who made the pattern for the grow hat, I think she has some like cabled fingerless mitts, so I might do those in the same yarn to be like a little set. We'll see. I would like to get that done before our Chicago trip if I am going to do that, but we'll see. And then an update on my partner's sweater. I am on Body Island right now because it is just like, I feel like I've been working on this sweater for like 10 years at this point. And it just doesn't seem like it's growing. Like every time I look, I'm like, it hasn't even gotten that much longer. And I'm slowly but surely losing my mind, I think. I don't know which side's the back either, because I didn't properly take note of that. Like I did stuff with the colors, but looking at like the colors of these markers, but I don't remember which one was the back and which one was the front. I want to say the hot pink is the back, but I think it's one of those ones that it'll make sense once it's on someone. But like, look, I think I still have half the body to go pretty much, which is just crazy because I feel like I have been legitimately I feel like I've been legitimately working on this for like 20 years, honestly. I did a mid-project block. I think I'd done my mid-project block by the time, I don't know, whatever. I did a mid-project block, and I mean, the sleeves grew, which I'm very happy about. I still think the bind off is a little tight, but I'll see what James thinks. And I mean, I don't know if like the body itself is really gonna get any longer with blocking. And I've only done probably about, so like you can see where I blocked, and I really don't think it's gonna like stretch out lengthwise with blocking again, so I will probably have to continue for ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, it feels like. But it's a really soft sweater. I'm really enjoying the feel of it. I kind of want something myself in this material, like with this yarn, because it is really nice, but all over texture, dude. Like, I can whip a stockinette sweater out in like a month, and this is, actually, I think it's only been a month since I've been working on this, but it's gonna be longer than a month to get this done because it's just taking forever. And like, I guess I finished the beanie and the other Sophie scarf. But otherwise, like, I'm not knitting any other garments, and I really want to. Like, I really want to knit something else. But I know I want to finish this for my fiance, so. And it's a gorgeous sweater. Like, it's gonna be really nice when it's done. Like, I love the like detailings and everything. And I think he's actually gonna really enjoy it. And if he doesn't like it, it's a sweater that I would wear as like a cozy sweater, because I think it's a little like width-wise large. But I just want it to be done. I just want to finish it. So we'll see. I'm still watching The Real Housewives in Atlanta, so I'm gonna go back to doing that, and I just wanted to give a little update. And I'm ready for this week to be over. It's been a long week. Not sleeping well again, so we'll see what happens. But yep. Hello, good morning. It is Saturday. Wow, it took me a second to remember what day it was. It is Saturday, the 21st of February, and today is an exciting yarny day. I am going, probably in like 5 minutes, I'm going to head out to a yarn dyeing workshop hosted by my LYS, and I'm super excited. It's my LYS and Swan City yarns. So she'll be hosting, like teaching the workshop, and then I'm really excited. It's like sock blanks, I think is what they're called. So I'll try to get some footage of that, but it's gonna be really fun. Update on my Anna Cortez pullover. It wound up being for me. It was too small for my partner, so that's blocking, but I did cast on, oh, the girls. Anyways, I did cast on the start of my fiance's Musselburgh hat. So we're making moves on that. And then otherwise, that's really what I'm gonna be working on right now. All right, so I'm done at the sock dyeing thing, and I'm gonna head home. But I'm really excited. So I have my little blank right here, my sock blank, and it's hot because apparently you have to like heat. I don't know. I don't understand the dynamics of dyeing, but I had a good time. But yeah, so I'm heading home now, but it was really fun. It was good to like be at my LYS. I was going a lot when they first opened for like the like knit nights and all that kind of stuff. They're called scrappy hours here. But I haven't gone in a while because life has just been so busy. So I've just kind of been like chilling at night because I haven't had like the energy to leave the house really. But it's always really nice there, and it's like fun to see people that like, ooh, I haven't seen in a hot minute, or who's, you know, like just chit-chatting with people, catching up and all that kind of stuff. So it was a good time. I'm excited that I did it. And now I am going to head home to hang out with Jeans and just have a chill afternoon, and maybe finally edit some videos. But once this is cooled off, I have to rinse it. So I'll definitely get some video footage of me rinsing the sock blank once it's cooled off to kind of show everyone. And yeah, so that's that. Keep you guys updated on my fun little sock blank. Hello, good morning. It is Sunday the 22nd of February, and we're off to the Ren Fair today. So James and I, we go every year with some friends to the Ren Fair, and it's always this time of year. So we are off to it today. I've steamed both of our outfits so far this morning. So James and his friends, every year they choose like a group costume. They were monks one year, gnomes. What did they do? I forget what they did last year. This year they're going to go as nuns. So I don't know, kind of a controversial costume, I would say. Some people would find that very offensive, but neither of us really care. So, and then I just wear my same little like woodland fairy outfit. I have my little corset that I'll put on too. I wear the same thing every year because it's not something I can wear like throughout the year. So I want to get my money's worth, which is why I wear it every year. I kind of add to it different, will try to add to it every year as well. This year I did not. I barely thought about my costume, but in previous years, like I've added like accessories, like that kind of stuff. This year I didn't have the mental capacity. Okay, change of scenery because I need to do some makeup. But yeah, so that is what we're up to today. I'm excited. I love going. It's a fun time. I really love doing the like weapons. Oh, I love shooting a bow and arrow. I love like the throwing stars, throwing knives. I think that's so fun. Like, such a good time. And it's not something I get to do all the time either. So I like the dressing up aspect, and I really like the like medieval weapons aspect of things. And it's also really cool, like, you know, they have all the shops and things, which is really fun. This year, I'm going to try not to spend very much money. I might do like a palm reader though. It's been a couple years since I've done the palm reader. Which I know they're probably like not as legit as they would have you think necessarily, but it's still fun. It's still a fun time. So I think that's probably my money spend this year. So what I'm thinking, and then obviously using all the weapons and things, because that also costs money to use. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be such a good time. A lot of fun. It's a chilly day today, but it's very humid. Well, chilly, it's like 75 degrees, which in Florida is chilly, especially because we are out of our winter. Like, we're not having any more. I mean, I guess maybe tomorrow is going to be like a little bit on the colder side, but no more like 45 in the middle of the day weather. Sad, but yeah, it's going to be a good time. Okay, so my goal today though is I need to get the measurement of one of James's friends' heads. So, he's going on the trip with us to Chicago at the end of March, and so I'm currently working on James's Musselburgh hat. So I am making pretty rapid progress on that. So I want to be able to cast on the one for his friend sooner rather than later. So my goal today, like I said, is to get his head measurements. His fiance is probably going to be like, what the fuck, Sam? But I think it'll be fun. She might actually think it's hilarious too. So we'll see. But that is my goal for today. Get some head measurements so I can make his beanie. And then I'm also going to be bringing James's Musselburgh with me to work on while I'm there. Because there are some periods of time where you can just kind of sit down and like not do much. So that's like an ideal time to knit, in my opinion. Like sit down and do some knitting. during those periods of time. So yeah, that's my plan for the day. I have no clue what I'm doing with my hair right now. I'm just kind of going for it. I have little butterfly clips because my corset that I have has little like butterflies, little monarchs on it. So I have little clips that I don't know where they are right now. So I'll probably put those in my hair. But honestly, I'm just throwing some braids in. We'll see what happens. College me was like so cool, so good at this kind of stuff. Like, I don't know, I grew up. I like became old and like now I can't do like any of this kind of crap. Oops. But it'll be fine. All right, I'm gonna focus on doing that and listening to a podcast. So I will show you guys my outfit when I'm ready and I'm all dressed.
The black velvet fire. I love you guys. I took a stroll one evening, intending not long for to stay. When who should I meet but this pretty fair maid, come traipsing along the highway. She was both fair and handsome.
Oh my God, no way. Oh my God.
Wow. Whoa.
February 26th, which is my little brother's 20th birthday today. But I'm on to give an update. I finished one Musselburgh hat. Hold on. So I don't know if you can tell, but this side is significantly smaller and also a little bit wonkier shaped than this side. So I essentially need to frog and reknit the hat. It's just not working, and it's like way too big. So I used a superwash wool, and I have a big head, so like my head is bigger than my fiance's, and I think it's probably bigger than his friend's. I used a superwash wool, and it's too big on me, so I know it's gonna be like way too big on him. So I'm just gonna completely frog it. I'm gonna like rip back the entire hat and reknit it, and I think I might go a size smaller. So I did the adult medium for him. I might do the adult small and see how that turns out. But yeah, you win some, you lose some. But in other news, I did last night, since I was waiting to see how that blocked out, I started my lace cardigan. So I'm very excited about that. It's been on my mind since I got the yarn pretty much. I've been like, I really want to knit this. I want to knit another cardigan. I want to like build my cardigan collection, my hand knit cardigan collection, because I have a ton of regular cardigans and like Taylor Swift ones, but I don't have very many. I think I have one hand knit cardigan. So I'm very excited to build that up. And yeah, so I just wanted to give an update. It's been a hot minute and I finished the terrible version of that hat. So maybe I'll take some pictures before I rip it back of how bad it is, because it's bad. It's really bad. And I tried to do the whole like pearl. I don't know if you can see it, but I tried to do like the pearl ridges to help with the separation, and that did not work out with this either. Like this hat construction just didn't. Nope, I just should have followed the pattern for that aspect of things. But anyways, yeah, so that's that, and I'm going to go text my brother and wish him a happy birthday, and then get ready to go to the gym. So, bye.